I have the most supportive family, especially my grandmother, who makes the best noodle pudding and tells the most amazing stories of strength. She's a Holocaust survivor. Sometimes I feel like my family doesn't always get me, but my voice teacher does, even though he's older. He's my mentor, my idol, and I can talk to him about anything. He even asked to be my godfather. It's a year later, and that time of innocence is over. My voice teacher has been molesting me at our lessons. I'm in total shock, and I cope by leaving my body and staying numb. I don't know who to trust, and I'm keeping the secret inside, burning in my gut, hidden from my family. When I turn 18, I spill everything to my mom. I wake up and I can only see the ceiling. I find out I'm in the ICU of the hospital, that I've been in a coma for 3 months, that my stomach exploded from a blood clot. But I was just in high school, and nobody knows what will happen to me. What I don't know is that I'll spend a total of 6 years of the next 10 years not being able to eat a morsel of food or drink a drop of liquid. It's been 8 months, and I'm home. I thought that the day I got out of the hospital, everything would be perfect, I'd be happy, I'd be eating and drinking again, and I'd have no medical worries. But I still can't eat or drink, and life is anything but normal. It's really hard watching everyone else eat and drink and live these normal lives that I feel like I have to isolate myself. I don't feel human or even real anymore. I feel like an alien looking in on the outside world, and I don't even remember how it felt to be a part of it. So, from the time I wake up till the time it's dark again, I lock myself in my room and I journal just to keep my fingers busy nonstop and pass through the day. But I do have one little thing in my room. I have my food porn. I know the Food Network lineup by heart, and I read my stash of cooking magazines like they're novels. I also have my secret little collection of every possible drink container. I got baby bottles, pitchers, flasks, and I just spend hours by my sink pouring liquid from one vessel to the next, just imagining how it's going to feel when I can finally have a sip of water. This obsession is my ritual, my little prayer that one day I really will be able to eat and drink again. It's been 6 years, 13 surgeries, and a lot of setbacks since my coma. I'm back in the hospital, again told I can't eat or drink, and nobody knows for how long. I'm going to backtrack. I forgot when I could eat. So now I'm 21. It's been 3 years since I couldn't eat or drink, and I'm about to take my very first sip of food. I forgot about that little part. Finally, I'll be happy again. I'll be able to eat and drink and finally satisfy those years of cravings. Pretend you don't know what's coming next. I bite into the warm, flaky crust of a biscuit, and I see my grandmother's face. She died when I was in a coma, and I didn't realize how much I missed her till now. I take a sip of burning hot chocolate, and these happy memories of skiing in Vermont flood my body. And with no warning, a nibble into a French fry brings me right back to my abuse. Instead of just feeling happy, I'm instantly jolted back to life with all these memories and emotions that I had repressed. All these raw, forgotten feelings are overwhelming. But I'm eating again, and I am so grateful. I'd rather feel everything than nothing at all. I start to feel a little bit of myself materialize and let me know that I'm still in there. Maybe it's the beginning of me finding me again. Now, it's been 6 years. I've had 13 surgeries, and I'm back in the hospital, and again I told I can't eat or drink, and nobody knows for how long. But here comes my mom into the hospital, and she's got fabrics, markers, paints, glue, and I start to create. I'm using everything, even toilet paper from the hospital bathroom. I create my inner and outside worlds. I paint my trees who I miss. I create those worlds full of their tears and joy, their pain and lightning bolts, their hearts and flowers. Through this creativity, I'm discovering a voice. documenting my life through this art is making me feel human again. Now I'm back out of the hospital, and again I'm told I can't eat or drink. But this time I'm determined not to go numb and out of touch with my memories and emotions. I've got to stay connected, and I know that means staying connected to food. So, believe it or not, I start to cook. These daily extravagant feasts for my friends and families and even for my dogs. With my hands in the dough, I can feel. The smell of my pizza in the oven makes me cry, and those tears feel like home. Spending my mornings cooking and my afternoons making art, I feel filled with this sense of purpose. I'm not just a patient, I'm a person. And somehow I feel human. I've got a newfound strength to hold on. And a few surgeries later, I can eat again. This crazy story has landed me on the Today Show. And David Friedman has written a song for me. Even more amazing, he's mentoring me on creating for the stage, which becomes the one-woman musical about my life, Gutless and Grateful. This show is me, singing, dancing, and telling everything that happened to me with drama, music, and humor. The pain, the joy, the medical, even the sexual abuse. I've never told anyone about that before. I'm performing, I'm healing, I'm inspiring others. I'm feeling so bold, so powerful now. Not like the teen I was before this, but a resilient woman, a wounded healer with a deeper purpose. It's been 9 years. I just had my 27th surgery, and I feel terrible. This was my first elective surgery. It was supposed to make me normal, but it was my biggest setback yet. But something has changed within me. For the first time, my life feels bigger than my medical circumstances. The permanent damage that the surgery has done can't take away from the woman I'm becoming. With nothing to lose, I made 3 big decisions. At 25, I applied to college, and for my hospital gown and IVs, I called 2 theaters to book another run of Gutless and Grateful, even though my parents thought I was crazy. And I was so lonely, and I've never even dated in my life, but I set up an online dating profile for myself. And now I'm standing here 10 years later, and I can tell you that those 3 decisions changed the course of my life. I just finished my 2nd year of Hampshire College at 28. I've been performing my musical Gutless and Grateful for the past 3 years, and next fall I'll be taking it to Kansas City. And the day I made an online dating profile for myself, this guy named Brandon messaged me, and 4 months later he proposed, and I'll be marrying the love of my life next month. Looking back, I don't think I would change one thing that happened. Every little twist and turn has made me who I am. If you had told me that 10 years ago, I would have never imagined that. But I'm bolder and I'm stronger than ever before. And best of all, I like who I am. This beautiful detour has turned into one of the richest, deepest times in my life, and I'm overcome with gratitude. I've found beauty in the teardrops, and I feel like I can help others through my own experience. I'm ready for marriage, for the world, for the big, bright, open future. I'm not just alive, I'm living.